Hey people, it is Saturday, March the 9th. The time is 4:35 in the afternoon. It's currently about 7 degrees Celsius and very overcast and damp. There was rain scheduled for most of the day, but it's not raining at the moment. And I'm at the corner of Yonge and Dundas. And as you can see, there's a Scramble intersection here where pedestrians are permitted to cross in all directions. And this is one of two Scramble intersections in the downtown area, the other one at Yonge and Bloor. So I thought I would take a walk from this Scramble intersection to the other Scramble intersection. But I won't be taking the direct route north up Yonge Street. I'll take a bit of a more scenic route. I'll head over to Bay Street and then walk north along Bay. And it's very busy here at Yonge and Dundas as usual. This is by far the busiest intersection in the downtown core, and I believe in all of Canada in terms of pedestrian traffic. Yonge and Bloor is a very busy downtown intersection as well, but not as busy as Yonge and Dundas. And we'll see how it's looking today. Lots of people out and about today in the mild weather. I think over 100,000 people a day walk through the Yonge and Dundas intersection. University de Quebec hockey team, perhaps? And the intersection just up ahead of Dundas and Bay is also very busy. One of the busiest in downtown, but it doesn't have a Scramble intersection installed there. At one time, Bay and Bloor, though, did have a Scramble intersection, but it was removed. I guess they had it in a trial sort of period there and decided that it didn't warrant a Scramble and removed it, although that's a very busy intersection as well. We'll be passing through that one a bit later on. I'm not sure if any other Canadian cities have a Scramble intersection. I'll have to look that up. There's a look north up Bay. We're going to be heading up that way. And the old Toronto coach terminal. All quiet now. Buses no longer come here. They go to the new terminal as of a few years ago at Lakeshore and Bay. And I just did a video walking through that new terminal and showing all the chaos with traffic that prevents buses from getting in and out of the bus station. And I wasn't even planning to venture outside today since the forecast called for all-day rain and heavy rain at times, but it's not even raining a drop right now. And according to the hourly forecast, I don't think it'll be raining for most of the remaining day or into the evening as well. Crossing Elm Street. We're passing through what I like to call the Bay Street Condo Canyon. Crossing Gerard. Quite a bit less hectic here on Bay Street than it was over on Yonge Street, which is true most of the time. Although during weekday rush hours, Bay Street can be surprisingly busy with traffic and pedestrians. The sidewalks here are much wider than on Yonge Street. So a lot of people who have to go from north-south or south to north will choose to walk along Bay rather than Yonge. College Park over there. And approaching College Street. Something smells good here. Pizzeria. And Nando's, a place I've never been. I think it's fairly popular though. I think there's a cool view looking south down Bay Street here around this bend. All the way down to the financial district. Not sure what they're doing here. Are they going to turn this parking lot into a public space? Tons of these interlocking stones and bricks all piled all throughout the parking lot here. They just did a major reno of these old office towers here, bringing them all up to modern standards. Maybe they are going to just make the public realm here attractive with interlocking brick and stone and pavements. So I think that parking lot at one time was the site of a possible new government office tower, but there hasn't been talk of that in years. I don't know if that's still on the table or not. There's a dog getting some exercise. He seems to be having a happy enough time. Approaching Wellesley Street. Oh, we have a meeting of the dogs. Little dog seemed a bit nervous. And Bay in Wellesley.
I'm very keen to do well in this course.
And there's the 19 Bay bus heading to Queens Quay. And now we're getting up into the north end of downtown.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I see. She Jones.
There's a dog getting a ride in a stroller. And we are approaching the Bloor-Yorkville neighborhood. I think once we get to Charles Street, we'll be kind of officially entering the boundaries of that neighborhood. University of Toronto is just to the west of here. Here's Charles Street. And welcome to Bloor-Yorkville. This is the part of downtown you come to for high-end shopping. Almost like the complete opposite of Yonge and Dundas. One of the best old school video stores still open for business here, Bay Street Video. For all your home video needs. Every DVD you can think of is in there. And here is Bay and Bloor. So this is where there once was a Scramble intersection. That was removed some years back. And it can get very busy here at certain times of the day. But just a block to the east is Yonge and Bloor, where there is the other downtown Scramble intersection. I'll be getting to that shortly. I'm not going to take a direct route along Bloor. I'm going to loop around here. Just get a look at more of the Bloor-Yorkville area. So looking through the Mink Mile, looking west. I'm liking this new building more and more every time I see it. Let's look into the Yorkville neighborhood itself. This area is starting to rival the financial district or the entertainment district in its skyscraper density, including what will be one of the two tallest skyscrapers in the city once that one is topped out. The One. It still has quite a ways to go. It will eventually tower over its neighbor there.
Mind you, the hours suck.
There's the Four Seasons, luxury hotel and condominium. There's a second smaller tower that you can't see. One houses the hotel, the other one the condominium. And the Four Seasons hotel chain is actually headquartered in Toronto. This is Yorkville Avenue. Once home to Toronto's hippie community in the mid to late 1960s. Now a luxury shopping district. How times have changed. All right, let's cross Bay Street. That'll take us back a block east to Yonge, and then we'll head south to Yonge and Bloor, and we'll check out downtown's other Scramble intersection.
You'll take it. It's down at you.
And another skyscraper is going to rise here. It's currently a hole in the ground. So this cool view will be lost when that building goes up. There you can see the other smaller tower at the Four Seasons complex. See how they're joined by that neat sky bridge. I think I'd like to walk over that sometime. I wonder if I'll ever be able to do that. And some Canadiana. Can't have a video featuring Canada without some moose making an appearance. Even in the heart of downtown Toronto. And some nice history here. An old firehouse. And the Yorkville branch of the Toronto Public Library. Yorkville was once an independent village before it was annexed by the city of Toronto. And there are some historical plaques here that you can read if you're interested. Pause and read about some history of Yorkville. And it's too bad the Yorkville Town Hall building was demolished. Destroyed by fire. At least it wasn't intentionally demolished. 1941. I'd like to think if that didn't happen, that they would have been wise enough to preserve that building until this day. Here's Yonge Street. And the Toronto Reference Library. I wonder if I could take a peek inside there. Now that I have this smaller camera with me. Every other time I walked by here recently is when I was live streaming with my large gimbal and smartphone. And security, one other time when I went in while streaming, asked me to leave. Maybe I can get away with heading inside with this camera. We'll just take a quick peek at the magnificent interior of the library here. I have to just hold the camera down low while I walk in, out of view. Maybe it's past library hours. I saw someone come in, but I can't seem to. I saw someone come out, but I can't seem to get in. Out of order. Please use other doors. But what other doors? This one doesn't want to go. I'll just, it's closed? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks. Well, so much for that. I'll have to put that on my list of future places to check out. I thought it would stay open later than 5 o'clock. Although, I guess it is Saturday. I think on weekdays it stays open until at least 9. Well, I promised to go in there when it is open so you can see what I was talking about. And I do have older videos from years ago where I went inside the library. If you really want to see what it looks like right now, just search one of those older videos. Toronto Reference Library is probably in the title. And here we are, approaching Yonge and Bloor. Certainly much less hectic and busy than Yonge and Dundas. I'll just wait till it's in scramble mode. I'll take a walk diagonally across.
Коли гладила сорочку чи якось таке.
And there you have it. From one scramble to another. I'm going to start to wrap up the video, so I hope you enjoyed the scramble across downtown. Started from Yonge and Dundas, made our way west over to Bay Street, and then straight shot up Bay, past Bloor to Yorkville Avenue, and east to Yonge, and then south back here to Yonge and Bloor at downtown's only other scramble intersection. So leave a comment down below if you enjoyed the walk, and be sure to like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already done so. And also make sure you hit that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my videos. If you'd like to support the channel, there are links in the description where you can do so via PayPal, as well as via my merch store. And you can also support the channel by becoming a channel member or by sending a super thanks if you prefer to do it in those ways. And you can find me on Instagram under KContinuum. So thanks for watching, and thanks to all the channel members, and be sure to keep checking back, because as always, I will continue.